sources very high up in the government, close to Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and CEO Abdullah, and high up source in the Afghan security institutions claim that the Taliban fugitive leader Mullah Muhammad Omar is dead. In fact, they say he has been dead for the past 2 years. There have been similar reports in the past, but it's for the first time that high-ranking Afghan government officials are coming forward and confirming that Mullah Omar is not alive anymore. The timing of this news is very important. It comes just days before the second round of official face-to-face talks of the Afghan government with the Taliban insurgents.
Perhaps it's worth just reflecting on Mullah Omar, the impact, the power, the influence of this man on the Taliban and on the movement.
Yes, because Mullah Omar was seen as a spiritual leader. He was not directly involved in running the insurgency, but the man on the ground, the insurgent, always believed that he's fighting for the supreme leader, which is Mullah Omar. Now, if the news is confirmed, this will indeed have an impact on the same Taliban foot soldiers who over the past 2 years may have fought under the belief, the pretext that he is alive, but now his death may be a game changer.
And when you say, Wahid, that if this is confirmed, it will have a direct influence on peace talks and negotiations, in which direction do you think?
Well, it really depends on which sides do the Taliban representatives who attend the peace talks, do they stand? As I said earlier, there are two different sides emerging among the Taliban. One, people loyal to his deputy, Mullah Akhtar Mansour, who is sort of taking the lead. This may help the peace process. Otherwise, the peace process may end into deadlock until the Taliban agree among themselves into the so-called Taliban Leading Council. There is a group that's basically running the Taliban. Which side do they want to go? Towards the peace, or do they want to continue fighting and appoint a new leader?